Hey everyone, welcome back to County Gnarlo. As you see here, we are traveling far to the south of the castle. We've just passed the semi station there going down into the pit mine. And we are headed further to the east here until we reach the end of the line here at the old millionaire village as you see approach before us. I'm going to pause for a second and let that load in. There we go, and it is loaded back in here. You may see a few things you haven't noticed in Castle Gnarlo before. For instance, when we're looking at things, you see a little information box at the top that tells you what it is and where it's from. You see dirt Minecraft and that sort of thing. Well, there's a reason for that. Those of you who remember all the way back to the beginning of Castle Gnarlo, I've always been about mods. I've always loved having mods. That was one of the things, even back, I guess, in my best heyday, back in beta 1.7.3, back before the release 1.7, where we are now, the original 1.7.3, I think it was, back during beta, when we had such mods installed as Mo Creatures and Millionaire, and we had things like dynamic lights, or back then it was called mining helmets that was installed, and the Better Lights mod, and all those wonderful things that we used to love to play with. Well, I'm kind of getting back to that, so you will see. So you see now entering the Forbidden Zone. That's where we're going to head next, is into the village there and see what's left after the horrible plague hit it, which wiped out all the villagers, and as you can see right there, part of the village itself. But what I was bringing up is that, let me back out of this here. I'm going to save and quit the title. And once the title screen comes up, you will see that we are running Minecraft Forge. There are 244 mods loaded. 244 active. I am having a great time. We've loaded in Forge, because that's, if you want the really good mods, you pretty much have to go Forge these days. And it is just an incredible amount. Power Crystals, Tinker's Construct, Mine Factory, Biomes Aplenty, Forestry, Mistcraft is in here, Dynamic Lights, Gascraft, Gindustry, Bees, Advanced Genetics, everything you can imagine is in here. It is just an incredible cornucopia of mods that I have loaded into Castle Gnarlo here. So we will be playing around with that. If you're wondering where it all comes from, I did not put this together. This right here is part of the AT launcher. This is the Yogscast Complete Pack. If you go, just Google AT launcher, and it should take you to the website. I'll throw it across the screen here where the actual link to the website is. And it's another launcher, just like the Feed the Beast launcher and the Tekkit launcher and all that. But they've got the Yogscast Complete, which is probably the largest collection of mods I've seen in the game. Like I said, you see there, that's 244, and I've got about 5 or 6 of them turned off that I don't want. For instance, I don't want hats. If you ever watch the Yogscast YouTube channels and all, like the Jaffa quest that they're doing right now, mobs spawn in the world with hats on their heads, and I just really don't care for that. I do not understand what the obsession with hats are. I don't understand it in here. I don't understand it in Team Fortress 2. It's just not something that I'm into. This whole hats craze. Ooh, we got to get hats. There's hats. Ooh, there's a mob with hats. Let's collect the hats. I really think that it's kind of like shoulder pads and members only jackets, that in about 10 years everybody who's hat crazy is going to look back and go, ooh, what the hell were we thinking? So anyway, that's my editorial rant for the day on hats in the game. So stuff like that's not in there. The morph mod I've turned off. That's the one where you kill mods and then it gives you the ability to morph into it. I think it's a interesting and cool ability, especially if you're running on the magic side, but right now all it takes is just killing the mob and you automatically gain the powers of doing that. And I think that it's best if it's in its early stages. I think it's best if the mob, if it takes a little bit more than that to if it takes a little bit more than that to actually gain that ability. Perhaps use some redstone, or you have to discover an artifact or construct a really difficult thing to construct, something like that. So anyway, that shows you the direction we're going to be taking Castle Gnarlo in here. I also think that the main lands here, my main world, oops, sun's going down. Why don't we hop down here? See if our mine is still here. Remember, we had this mine up underneath the town that we were using to bring stone and cobblestone and stuff up to the people. It is. Look at there. The big room we were mining out to collect items. Huh. So some of the stuff has actually spawned into the world here. What is that? That is cinnabar ore. Okay. So it looks like some of the Thaumcraft stuff has spawned into the world, but that was getting to where I wanted to go with this discussion. I got a clock on me? Of course I've got a clock on me. In that I want to preserve the original main world here and have it set so that it stays pretty much vanilla. I've always tried, even when I was running the mods, y'all remember back over there at Castle Gnarlo where I have the danger locker. There's that room in the basement of the castle that has all those chests in it, that has things like Zan's farm craft, all the farm stuff, the items from Mo Creatures, since Mo Creatures isn't in here. Remember, it's full of shark teeth and various like iguana scales and that sort of thing. Any of those items that once I quit using the mod, I would gather up all the items and throw them in that chest so that they wouldn't pollute and dirty the real world. And I've always been careful, with a few exceptions, like here in Millionaire, you'll see the walls over there are missing and in some of the buildings, like that one there and that one there, because they had that daub. What was it called? The model and daub. Can't remember at the moment. But the white and black framework building walls that look like the old what was it, Tudor houses. So there's a few things like that, but for the most part, I've tried to keep it just as vanilla as possible as far as the blocks and all go. So you won't see me going into Castle Gnarlo and putting in a nuclear reactor in the basement and wiring the place up with a bunch of transport tubes and that sort of thing. And barrels. What you will see me doing is I will be getting into Mistcraft, which is what allows you to transport to other worlds. And I will be creating a Mistcraft world and going to it, and in that world, which will be a separate universe from the main world here, you will see me go absolutely hog wild with all the various stuff in the mod. I'll carry some of the stuff over here, stuff that won't affect anything, decorative items. I may use it to plant. I may plant some trees around for a decorative effect. There's a statues mod. You may see me make a statue or something like that. But the main structures will all be created out of the vanilla mod, so that if one of the mods should break one day or no longer get updated or whatever, the main integrity of the world will stay intact. So there you go. That's my latest update on County Gnarlo, showing you where we are going to going in the future. And I'm working the next couple of days. I hope to have the next part of this up hopefully Saturday or Sunday. It would definitely be sometime this weekend when I get to play around with the mod, see what we need to do in Mistcraft, and get transported to another world. So we will see you then. Thank you for watching. And I am going to travel back to the castle now. There we go. One of the things that's also changed, I noticed, was some of the ID numbers changed. Of course, this has got Railcraft in it. I think it's Railcraft. So the minecart here is actually a replacement. Using, is it Steve's carts or Minecraft or Railcraft, one or the other. Although the tracks here are still the basic tracks that you get from Minecraft. That's what I'm thinking. This may just be Steve's carts here. I'll have to take a look and see, because I think Railcraft actually replaced the tracks as well. It's been a long time since I played with any of the Forge mods and stuff. It's probably been close to a year since we had the old Feed the Beast server up and running. Alright, there you go. We are leaving the pit behind. We are about to cross the no man's lands and head across the channel back over to County Gnarlo. So thank you for watching, and we will see you again this weekend. Bye bye.